Hiya, welcome back to my channel. It's Wendy here from Toonpish Crafts and I hope you're doing okay. Now, you may remember a few weeks ago that I used turning kits to make some resin items without actually turning them. I don't know if you remember that, but I will link it in the top left hand corner. Well, I've been searching around the companies that sell kits in the UK and I came across this. Now, this isn't really a kit, but I thought it was really cool. It's a bookmark. Now, the bookmarks are, if you can focus on that. Can you focus on that? There we go. The bookmarks are plain. And the idea is that you turn something and pop it into there. And I thought that would be really sweet for resin. Now, you can buy plenty of moulds to make half cabochons or cabochons. Half cabochons? Cabochons. And I thought if I could find one that was the right size, it would make a really cool bookmark, wouldn't it? So let's have a go and see what these come out like. So luckily I found a mould that I have that is a similar size. And these are leftover pieces of Dichroic film that I have used in the past and kept all the little leftover pieces. I've decided to cut them up. And this was a trial to start with until I realised that I could find an easier way to cut them up. Everything I use in this video will be linked in the description box below. And if you can't find something, give us a nudge because my memory's not great and sometimes I forget things. So after I've cut quite a few, I put a couple of bits of film together, cut them in one direction and then cut them in the other, so much easier. And if you don't want little squares, you can also wiggle the scissors to get patterns in different shapes. It does make it a lot quicker, but you can always use your shredder for it if you've got a little shredder. But I ended up with quite a nice amount of little pieces of dichroic film. I'm going to be using Let's Resin for this. It's my go-to resin. I absolutely love this resin. I have a discount code. It's in the description box if you don't see it on the screen. But it's always worth having 10% off, isn't it? So what I've decided to do is to just fill these little tiny cabochon moulds up with clear resin and put the film in. Now I could have mixed the film into the resin to start with, but I wanted to control what was going in and where it was going, so I decided to use tweezers and just push the film down. Now these pieces did not go in my pressure pot. I know a lot of people don't have a pressure pot. And I don't want to do projects that need pressure pots. So I thought I'd show you these that are not going in the pressure pot. It's just as it is, sitting on the side, curing. This Let's Resin is super bubble free. And if you don't believe me, then check out the video in the top right hand corner where I literally just poured it and left it the very first time I used it. I've been hooked ever since. And I love this resin, and I'm not just saying it because I'm affiliated with them. I am so proud to be affiliated with them. Once they'd cured the following day, I then decided that I wanted some nice bright red in it. Now, the dichroic film is not bright red, so I'm going to put some bright red of my own in there, and to do that I'm going to use this foil. This bright red foil is absolutely beautiful, and as I said, everything will be linked in the description box below. If you want to find this foil or anything else I use, just check out the more information box. I just wanted to add some red at the base. I could have put some actually in with the film, but it was a last minute decision. And we always change our minds sometimes, don't we? I'm very good at changing my mind halfway through something. So yeah, this red, I love this red. It's absolutely bright and gorgeous, and I thought it would show through as well. So once I've got enough in there, then I fill up the cabochon mould with black. This is Vista black pigment. It is my go-to black pigment. It's solid, it's very black, and black will push out those colours. It's amazing how it works. And I squirt it with isopropyl alcohol and I leave it to cure. So the following day I can demould, and this is always the exciting part, isn't it? Seeing what you've created. The film is stunning. That dichroic film is gorgeous stuff, and I do love working with it. The larger ones I'm going to use for some pendant pieces, and I think they will fit quite nicely in there. And the smaller ones for the bookmarks, they are slightly too big and I do need to sand down the bottom, but the colours are amazing. I wish I could pick up the sparkle on the video. It doesn't do it justice, it really doesn't. And just the little pop of red at the bottom just shows through so well. So I get an emery board and I start just sanding off round the bottom of the cabochons to get rid of the lip. But with any type of sanding of resin, the dust isn't nice. So if you've got a mask, please wear it. And then I grab some 400 grit wet dry sanding paper to sand the bottom so that it's nice and flat. Bit of a squirt of water because we don't want that dust going everywhere. That dust is not nice stuff. So if you squirt it with water, you can control the dust from the air. But if you don't squirt it with water, I would suggest wearing a mask. And I just go round and round in circles. Now it doesn't take that long. I've left the whole part in this video just to show you that it really doesn't take that long. This resin was only poured yesterday. It's not 100% hard. So because it's soft, it's going to sand away quite easily anyway. But 400 grit is quite a rough surface. And this cabochon is going to be glued, so it doesn't need to be a high shine. It needs to be quite rough actually. If you want to sand your resin to a high shine, check out the video in the top right hand corner. Once I'm happy that it's flat, then I need to score up the bookmark piece because it's shiny metal, and shiny metal is not going to hold glue very easily. So by scoring it with a knife in different directions, the glue that I'm going to use to secure the cabochon will hold. And even though it looks like I've destroyed it, it needed to be done, and you won't see it anyway. In the UK, 2-part epoxy glue is really expensive to buy, and this is the cheapest way I've found to buy it. It's Bob Smith Industries 2-part epoxy glue that you measure out yourself. I put 2 little amounts on a piece of card and mix it with a broken stir stick. You can add mica powder to this glue, but I wanted it clear because I didn't want to see it. But it does smell, so I would wear a mask if you're going to use this. And putting a little bit on the metal, I push down the cabochon and leave it to set. It doesn't take that long, but I would leave it a good few hours before you try to move it. I just want to say a quick hello and welcome to all my new subscribers. I've had quite a few in the last couple of months and I haven't really said hello, so hello to everybody. And don't forget to check out toonpish.com. I do sell things on there. It's not just a site for discount codes, although all my discount codes are in the same place. So go check out toonpish.com. You might find something that's really useful, and it's a work in progress, so it's growing all the time. Now I thought I'd show you where I got these bookmarks from. I got them from Turner's Retreat in the UK. I did check out Amazon, and they do sell similar on Amazon. They're a little bit more detailed and different sizes, but it's a similar process for a similar thing, and those will be linked in my Amazon storefront. Going back to the bookmarks I've made and the pendant pieces, and I absolutely adore them. I think they are gorgeous. One of them has gone to my husband as he's a bit of a bookworm. The others will be up on my website, so go check them out. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope you've got something out of it. Come back and see me next week because you never know what I'm going to be up to. I never know what I'm going to be up to. Have a great week. Happy crafting, and bye for now.